I'm joined by Alabama men's basketball head coach Nate Oats. Coach, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Coach, you recently signed a big class for the early signing period of 3 players that total ranked 10th in the nation, headlined by the #1 point guard and the #2 JUCO player in the nation. Can you tell me a little bit about your class and how you feel like they fit into your system?
We're really excited. Obviously, J.D. Davidson, the #1 point guard in the country. You're talking about a kid right from here in Alabama. He's been up to visit us. Had one on an official visit his junior year. We've been down there to see him. You know, he's super dynamic. It's a priority for us to keep the best players in the state of Alabama. I think he's the highest rated kid nationally since DeMarcus Cousins out of Alabama. Kid Jason Hole out of Atlanta. He's a shooter, tough, athletic, guards, plays both sides of the ball, which is what we're looking for. And, you know, I think he kind of helped replace Petty. Obviously, Petty's a senior and he'll be a freshman, so I'm not sure he'll be quite that good right out of the gate, but we think he's got a chance to, you know, be that type of player down the road, and we're super excited about Jason too. And then Langston's a really, really good athlete, a little bit raw. He's only played 1 year of organized basketball, but his athleticism, his kind of raw ability, you just don't see that often. I mean, with his length and athleticism and what he's able to do on the floor, we're super excited about getting him in as well.
Well, Coach, you've been practicing for a few weeks now, only a couple of practices left before you start the season. Can you tell me what you've seen from your team so far as you get ready for the season?
Yeah, I think we've got some hungry guys. You know, we've got 4 seniors. 3 of them have been here for 3 years. You know, Petty and Herb took their names out of draft, come back. Those 2 and Reese have been here. I think they've got some leadership. You had a kid, Jordan Bruner, who's in his 5th year at college and has had, you know, really successful years at Yale. Done really well. You kind of put those 4 in with, you know, Shaq played. Shoot, we've got the 2 leading returning scorers in the SEC in Shackelford and Petty. So kind of got that group of 5. And then you had a kid like Quinterly in that's was one of the best point guards in the country in high school, and I think he's really motivated to play. And Rojas was first-team All-American JUCO kid. Keon Ellis was one of the best JUCO players in the country last year. We've got, you know, while we only have 4 returners that have played games here, I think we've got a really good group of really experienced college basketball players, if you will. So a little bit different that way, but I think our depth's great. You know, the freshman, Primo's been looking good. Keon Ambrose energy's great. Darius Miles can be good for us. You know, when you add in the college players that return, the college players that have played elsewhere, and then the freshmen, we've got some real depth that we didn't have here last year.
Well, Coach, I know you're excited. The season is almost here. You host Jacksonville State on Wednesday, November 25th, and then it's off to North Carolina for the Maui Invitational. I'm sure you'd rather be in Hawaii for that one, no disrespect to North Carolina, but can you talk about that season opener against Jacksonville State and the non-conference schedule as a whole? It looks like it's a pretty challenging non-conference slate.
Yeah, it's very challenging. So we've got 9 non-conference games. 8 of them come before, because we've got the Oklahoma game during the middle of a conference play. So 4 of those 8 games are in the first 8 days of the season. You know, we got Jacksonville State, who's one of the hardest playing, toughest teams in the country. You know, Coach Harper does a great job. They've got 7-foot transfer from North Carolina at the center. They've got a 4-man that started as a freshman at Georgia. They've got returning players. They're good. I mean, and they play hard. And so we've got a great opener, and then we play the 3 games in Asheville. And yes, you're right, we'd much rather be playing in Maui, but shoot, at this stage, I'd just rather play them anywhere. So, you know, we get 4 games in the first 8 days, and then the next 4 games aren't that easy either. You know, we've got Clemson and Atlanta. We've got Furman, who's picked to win their league, and shoot, they took Auburn to overtime. I had Auburn last year. Then we've got Houston, one of the top 20 teams in the country at our place. And then we've got East Tennessee State, who's been one of the best mid-majors over the last 5 years in the country. So really tough non-conference slate, really tough first 8 days out of the gate. But we're looking forward to it. We're sick of playing against each other in practice every day, and we're ready to play somebody else.
Well, Coach, I know you are. I appreciate you joining us today. Thank you, and good luck on the season and next Wednesday for the season opener.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you.